Let's say Dominion Society was around during this last election cycle. Could you kind of give an answer to that of like what you would have been trying to do, what this organization, what we would have been trying to do to pressure Poilievre to talk about remigration or to push further with mass immigration?
Yeah, I think it's as helpful to look forward to the next election as it is to talk hypothetically about the last one. We have a lot of plans to kind of engage with things, especially like leading up to the election generally. We want to kind of engage in all sorts of activism that we've seen from other organizations. We want to inform our supporters and Canadians on the different stances of the parties on the issue of immigration. We want to reach out to candidates and understand their stances and provide that information directly on our website, give a scorecard to different candidates on how they measure up to our stance on remigration and Canadian nationalism. It is difficult to kind of engage in the hypothetical. It depends on what the organization would look like leading up to the election. But we want to push forward over the next 3-4 years towards the next election and make sure we can inform Canadians on the term remigration. As you said, it's becoming more and more normal for people to reject mass immigration at every level. We want to keep pushing the ball forward. We want to create space to make sure everyone's comfortable talking about this issue as it's becoming more and more common, but also that they hear this term remigration and they understand what it means and that it's a potential solution. And as Canadians become more informed and comfortable on issues, that gives us leverage over politicians as well. We want to provide them with the plan. We have our 10-point 3-phase plan. We want to continue to flesh that out into like complete white papers on these different policies so that when the politicians realize that this is the only popular position, because that's what politicians do, right? They don't lead from the front. We all know this. It's what we hate about politicians. They stick their finger up in the air and see which ways the wind's blowing. So I want to be the strongest wind on the horizon, make it clear that the only option for Canada in general, but also for these politicians to be able to continue to win seats and govern, is to embrace these ideas of Canadian nationalism and remigration. And when they do so, it'll be easy. They can pick up the phone and dial my number and look in their email box and have the complete plan right there ready for them. Maybe they won't adopt the whole thing. Maybe they'll take bits and pieces, but this is how we gain leverage. We get a foothold within these organizations. As well, over the next few years, we're going to work on engaging in our own kind of grassroots campaigns. We're going to train the next generation of activists in how to be involved in the political sphere. And as a result, there's all sorts of kind of crossovers between the volunteer activism that we will be engaging in and what you expect during an election. All of a sudden, candidates from all the different parties, all of a sudden, many of their best volunteers are all Dominion Society members. They're all remigrationists. They're all sharp young people that are engaged in the process. And all of a sudden, they have to think twice. Oh no, if I don't take these positions, I'm going to lose my top guy. I need these guys on my team.